About 23,500 new cases of cancer are diagnosed each year in Sri Lanka, of which 750 are children. Annually, about 14,000 adults and children die from cancer, and these figures could rise by 25% annually. While Sri Lanka provides free cancer care, the Apeksha Hospital in Maharagama is currently the only specialized pediatric cancer hospital in the whole island. It can care for only 150 children and 100 OPD patients at a time. Hence, when 31-year-old Indira JAYASURIYA died in 2016, leaving behind 2 children and a devastated family, they decided to change the status quo. Her family founded the Indira Cancer Trust in her memory and have completed over 20 projects. And now, the biggest project of all, Suwa Arana, Sri Lanka's first pediatric palliative care centre. With us today is the chairperson and trustee of the Indira Cancer Trust, Indira JAYASURIYA's sister, Dr. Lanka DISSANAYAKE. Welcome, Lanka. I know it has been a traumatic 6 years for your family and you, but it has also been a strangely fulfilling one. Under the Indira Cancer Trust is Suwa Arana, which is your biggest project for the moment, and Sri Lanka's first pediatric palliative care centre. Briefly, tell me how it all started.
Thanks, Savitri, for the invitation. And this was a need that was seen by us after consultation with many stakeholders. So palliative care is a new specialty and it's end-of-life care, and it begins at the time of diagnosis, and we are able to provide 32 en-suite rooms for the children with cancer and their families when they need it most. So children from far away also can come and stay there. A lot of other facilities are there, all given free of charge, and we provide an atmosphere. It's called a place of healing, so a lot more than just a room.
So you've already completed 20 projects under the Indira Cancer Trust. How did you prioritize these projects?
We continue to work on these 20 projects. These were actually identified through trial and error, through the needs we got. We also analyzed what was out there. We didn't want to duplicate and replicate what was there. So we provide services starting from medicines, investigations, livelihood support, children's scholarship scheme, and also we have set up the first helpline for cancer in Sri Lanka, and we get a lot of requests from that.
So besides all the trauma of the diagnosis, etc., what was the biggest challenge your family faced when your sister was diagnosed?
The first feeling you get, I think not only for us, for others as well, cancer is seen as a deadly disease. But then when we realized the medical treatment there was very good, she got all the treatment on time, and she went on to have a normal life. So the initial shock actually waved off after she recovered, and again the shock restarted when we found that her cancer had spread when she was pregnant with her second child. I think family, when you experience this, there's really no words to tell you how you feel, but it's a very saddening feeling which kind of you try and kind of face with a lot of strength.
So the big C continues to be a stigma. People don't want to talk about it, sometimes even face it. What do you urge families to do in that situation to get some support for themselves?
The word cancer is seen as such a taboo subject, and we keep telling them, that's why we say it's just another disease. It doesn't mean that you are going to die. I think it's a message of hope. From the Indira Cancer Trust, like what I told you, we are providing services for anyone who is diagnosed with cancer, whatever their needs. And then we give them the support and the courage to face it, because it's a period of your life where you have to go through treatment. And it's essential that you go through treatment, because earlier you detect it, the earlier you get the treatment, the better is your survival and getting back to a normal life.
So what more can people like us do to get Suwa Arana off the ground?
I think Suwa Arana is an amazing project. I think there are so many opportunities to support this effort. We are actively, we started the project last year, February. We had the inaugurating ceremony, and we're very happy to say that despite the COVID, despite restrictions, we are on target. We've completed nearly 50% of the construction and also 50% of the fundraising. And we hope to open the doors next year in February. So we chose a special day as 15th of February because it's International Childhood Cancer Day. And what I think from Indira Cancer Trust, one of the things is we promote volunteering. That can happen when the Swaran is set up. But before that, you can contribute in so many ways. It can be funding, it can be materials, it can be many ways which you can get more information from us. But we urge you to be part of it because it's a historic project and you get a lot of satisfaction from it as well. So knowing that you are part of this milestone in Sri Lanka.
Good luck, Lanka, to the family and you. It's a long road ahead, but I'm sure you'll see the light at the end of the tunnel. Cancer doesn't discriminate, but today there is hope. What the Indira Cancer Trust brings is a message of hope, and we can all be a part of spreading that message around.